Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Weekly 7 with me, your host, Monroe Mann. 7 news topics in 7 quick minutes. Let's get started with the top story. Welcome. Today's top story is Father's Day. I got something for every single one of you watching. First, if you're a father, please support your children's dreams. No one has as great an influence on a child's outlook on life than their parents. So please, if they want to become an astronaut or an actor or a singer or a ballerina or whatever, encourage them and say, yes, I support you. 2, if you recently lost your dad, and this is the first Father's Day without your dad, just remember how grateful you should be that you had a wonderful, loving father that you miss. 3rd, let's say you never met your dad or your dad wasn't the greatest guy around. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt. You never know why they gave you up. You never know why they treated you the way that they did. Everyone has their own problems. Be forgiving on this Father's Day. 4th, if you, for whatever reason, cannot have children and you want to become a father, become one. There are millions of people around the globe who need a dad. Please look into adopting a son or daughter and bringing that child into your home. And 5, last but not least, if you do have a dad and he's alive and kicking, there's no better time than today to say, hey Dad, I love you, I forgive you, thank you. And that's my top story. Happy Father's Day, everyone. The world story, going back to China. Now, everyone thinks Uber and Lyft are the most amazing things, the most amazing apps on the planet. But guess what? There's another app that's about to push them out, potentially. And as I mentioned, it comes from China. And it's called DiDi ChuXing. And it is so popular in China that A, it's already kicked out Uber. Uber does not exist anymore in China because DiDi ChuXing has taken over. Now it's becoming so successful that it is now exporting to other countries. And it's set to debut in Australia and New Zealand very shortly. But this global world that we live in is not letting DiDi ChuXing and Uber just take over all the markets, because now there are 2 other companies that are starting to encroach on Uber and maybe even DiDi ChuXing. There's one from India called Ola, O-L-A, and there's one from Europe called Taxify. So keep an eye out, because these are not only apps that you can use in your city or town, but when these apps go public on the stock market, you might be in a unique position to capitalize before others. Moving on to travel. If you are an American who travels a lot via the air, I recommend highly that you check out the Global Entry or the TSA Pre-Check program. What's the difference? Very briefly, TSA Pre-Check is more for domestic travel, Global Entry is for international travel. I just recommend that you do the Global Entry because it's only a little bit more. It costs $100, it lasts for 3 years, and it avoids so much of the hassle of traveling. You don't have to wait in the long lines for security. You don't have to take off your belt. You don't have to take off your shoes. Oftentimes, you don't have to open up your suitcases in full. Yes, you have to be prepared to be the odd man out that they choose for random security checks, but by and large, you will just sail through all of the security, all of the most horrible part of flying, except for turbulence. So just type in the search engine, Global Entry or TSA Pre-Check, fill it out. You can fill out your application and pay online, and then you get invited in for an interview, and very shortly, air travel becomes a heck of a lot less hectic and a lot more enjoyable. I really, really recommend you do it. Okay, let's talk about politics and the whole immigration situation. I am getting so sick and tired of all of these people getting up in arms because parents are being separated from their children after illegally crossing the border. I find this perplexing. Think about this. If you have your kids and you go to Walmart and you shoplift and the police come and arrest you, guess what? They're going to separate you from your children because the children didn't do anything wrong, and guess what? They should not be going to jail. So why are people thinking that this is any different? Any parent who takes their children over a border without having a visa or a passport is an idiot if they think that they are not going to get arrested. No. The homewrecker is the mother and or father who decided to grab their children and illegally cross a border. I lived in China for many years, I lived in France for many years, I lived in Switzerland for many years. Every single time, guess what I got? Either a work visa, or a travel visa, or a tourist visa. Come on, people. So if you are a mother or father, non-American, and you decide to pack up the kids and cross our border illegally because you are too lazy to go through the immigration procedure that millions of other people have gone and done before you, shame on you. Not only do you go to jail, yes, you get to lose custody of your children. Because right now, there are tens of thousands of people waiting in line to come into our country legally through the visa process, through the green card program. So there is no excuse for breaking the law to make a better life. I know I could have a better life for myself if I had a lot more money. So I'm gonna go rob a bank. And when I get arrested, I would like everyone to support me and just say, but the only reason he did that is to have a better life. He didn't hurt anybody. That's pretty crazy. Stop breaking the law. Yes. Entertainment story for today is America's Got Talent. This is one of my favorite shows, and if you haven't watched it yet, you really should. To me, the thing that I love about it is that it shows you that dreams can come true, and they can come true like this. I think it's especially resonating for anybody who has a big dream in show business or the arts, because we all know how difficult the business is, and America's Got Talent, same thing, Britain's Got Talent, Asia's Got Talent, they're all the same, all run by Simon Cowell, I think, and he's making off like a bandit. It's on this summer, Tuesday nights, I believe it starts at 8 o'clock, I believe it's ABC. Check it out. It makes me cry almost every single episode because I just love seeing dreams come true. Moving to the tech science story, here is another dream that I want to make come true for you. Getting rid of the snooze alarm forever. It's called Step Out 2. And this app is amazing and will make sure that you get up and out of bed and on with your day and don't waste 30 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours snoozing away the morning. How does it work? It's super simple. You set the time that you want to wake up, you click 20 steps, and you go to bed. So how does this work? When the alarm goes off, it makes this really annoying sound that does not turn off. There's no way to snooze it. There's no way to stop it. The only way to turn it off is to get up and actually walk 20 steps. The app keeps track of how many steps you walked, and by the time you get to 20, believe it or not, you are pretty wide awake. And I've been using this for about 3 days now, and I am a snooze king. I have not snoozed the last 3 mornings, and it's been absolutely fantastic because I'm able to get so much more done each day because I'm not wasting it snoozing. Check it out. It's called Step Out 2. And finally, the life skill for today, randomly going out and talking to people you have never met before. You're thinking, why is this a life skill? Because life is promotion. You have to be able to promote yourself to do anything. If you want to go meet a guy or girl that you see sitting across the hall or sitting across the restaurant, if you have something you want to pitch, like my YouTube channel, and I've got these cards and I have to hand them out saying, hey, please subscribe to my channel. Or if you just want to make friends, or you want to ask even for simple things like directions. Believe it or not, if you don't have the ability to just randomly go up to people and strike up a conversation, you are missing out on a lot of opportunities. So what I want to urge you to do is to start small. If you have difficulty just randomly talking to people that you don't know, the next time you're at the supermarket or the next time you're at Chipotle or you're at some restaurant, just randomly strike up a conversation. If you're in line with somebody, just say, oh, hey, I like your watch. Or, oh, hey, excuse me, do you know what time it is? Or, hey, blah, 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 blah. Those are all opening lines, and then you just riff from that point forward and you eventually meld it into what you want to talk about. With me and promoting my YouTube channel, it's a simple thing. It's just going up to random people and saying, hi, excuse me, do you watch YouTube ever? 9 out of 10 people say, yeah, I do. Boom, opening. There we go. We got a connection. And, well, hi, my name is Monroe Mann. I've got this YouTube channel, and I would love you to subscribe. Simple. And since you're a random person watching, perhaps, maybe you know me. I don't know. Please subscribe. Thanks, guys. It's been a wonderful time, and catch you next week.